Alright, we're back. Game 2, I'm going to draw this time, but this hand is perfect. 3 power to 3 1-cost removal spells and Garden, which is probably the best card because it lets me kill a threatening unit through a Dazzle with a 1-cost Ice Bolt. Here I'm thinking about Vanquish and how it lets me kill Wump, but I have a Torch to answer Wump, so I'm not worried about it, so I bottom it. Huntress is nice, and then it just dies to Snowball. And a Crest, so it has to be power efficient, and Honor of Claw is exactly what I want with 4 power already. I'm under Primal Sigil before Rakano Cylix because I have no seats, and because I don't, and I want to get Aegis. Wait, I played the Cylix first? I guess I'm just thinking I'm not going to draw another fire, and I should... I don't know. I'm not sure why I did that. Like, it's super minor. It's not really going to matter, but I think it would be slightly better to play the Primal Sigil first and leave open the back door of drawing 2F in a row and getting a treasure trove. But here, this is one of those easy situations I was talking about where I get to Garden and not have it get dazzled. Like, I ended up needing to play both the Cylixes for fire anyways to play Garden, but I could have left myself one more turn. Alright, and then a draw that we get to kill the Stormhalt knife, just perfect. And then even if the knife gets beaten up somehow, I've got double torch. Like, it's just perfect. So at times like this, resurface for end of the story is tempting, but if I resurface for end of the story and they have a dazzle, it's pretty bad for me. Like, I can still torch down one of them, but not both. So that's why I don't get dazzle. Instead, go for this Hailstorm line. Wait, no. Why would a Hailstorm? Knife is just so much better. Like, just knife the draw. Even if they save it, it's not a big deal because they're not at 8p. It doesn't pop my face. You just, yeah, okay. I did the thing that I talked about at the beginning of the turn, just knife plus torch. And he had no pauses at all, so now I know he has no protection, so I can just go ham, killing everything immediately. Alright, so here is going to be double merchant, but I have the Hailstorm. Oh wait, no mirror image. Very strange, no mirror image. So now I think he is holding up Dazzle. I didn't give a chance for it last turn, so I'm going to play the Wisdom first to try and bait the Dazzle, since Honor is better. It didn't work, but I'm still going to have to play Honor. Like, at this point I'm feeling really good, but there's still the chance to get ground out by Helios, so I do really need to land my card draw, and like this merchant is going to eat up 2 of my cards, like, so I could try to Hailstorm to bait Dazzle, or I can just use up the knife. And yep, Honor gets dazzled. So here I'm thinking Hailstorm is better so I can preserve the knife because that kills things that are better than merchant. I'd rather have a 5/2 knife than a Hailstorm plus a torch in my hand. Also, it costs nothing. Here I can like petition for Cylix and play it, and then if I draw more card draw, I can kind of chain off. Honor of Claws is a great draw. Can leave the petition for Cylix since it's literally free. Another knife is great. Getting the second Honor dazzled hurts a lot, but I'm still ahead on cards at this point. And I've got a backup knife, so I'm giving the beatdowns and I'm feeling really, really good. I mean, that dazzle plundered a power. That's a Hurler or a Accelerated Evolution. So the snowball there is looks funny, but that's because that was the 3rd snowball, so this is the 4th snowball, and the Wump transforms and is bigger than knife. So I keep Harsh Roll on top because I need to kill this Wump. Here is actually a pretty interesting play. He doesn't kill Garden, so he plays Hurler. So now he's got one card in hand that probably isn't very good. So here I could have just not harsh ruled and just taken 11. But I was thinking like, oh, I'll knife him down to 2. And he's got nothing. So I just need him to whiff a little bit. And then I can knife him to death. And then he draws Helio and draws 4 cards. And I kind of look like an idiot. It's like the Helio blocking Tamarisk still does 2 damage and knife still would have been lethal. Like attack of Tamarisk, harsh rule, knife. So I probably should have waited a turn. Although Primal Lynchings could have grabbed Permafrost for the, or this Huntress could have killed it. But now I'm actually pretty far behind. I need to draw something. Helio is a heck of a card. I still win the late game because Scourge beats Helio in the head-to-head. Like, if I draw a Scourge here, I still win because, like, half of his deck is turned off. So, like, all the units without any spells. Like, think about Giral and, what's it called? Master Conjurer when you're not allowed to play spells. Like, they're just not cards. So here I actually have to kill the Giral or I'm just dead. So I just resurface for End of the Story and pray. If I just Ice Bolt Giral, it's not a winning line. And then he has another Dazzle, and that's it for me. I kind of can't believe I lost this game. Like getting 2 honors dazzled and then ripping that Helio, and suddenly I was bricked to death. So we are heading for game 3. Just making sure that I get extra burned out and die even if I have Defiance. That's not showboating, that's just smart play. So we're into the rubber match here, game 3. Skip ahead to opening hands. All right. So this hand is great. 1 cost removal, 2 cost removal, garden. Basically any hand with 1 cost removal and garden or honor is going to be good. And some card draw on top. My greeting is very sassy. It's have we met instead of the the nice one that Collector has. This is a 5th power, so like I'm going to keep it. It's kind of awkward that both of my removal spells are reactive, so if he plays Wump and then doesn't attack with it, it can transform. But then like if it transforms, I have 2 ways to kill it. It's like I'm just taking 1 per turn basically, unless he's attacking with it, and that's fine. Like 25 is a lot of health. So I end up bottoming that because I have a Wisdom already, and I think I can draw strong on power and I want more gas, but then I immediately feel bad about it. The reason I Wisdom on my turn is so that it couldn't get dazzled. Not that I think he would dazzle Wisdom, but like it's best to not give him the option. Like maybe his hand has 3 dazzles or something, he just wants to spew one off. And here I'm immediately rewarded for my miss by drawing Honor. However, I do not draw a lot of power, so now it is getting very, very scary. I pitch Just Scissors because it costs 2. So now this is going to come down Mirror Image. And I'm going to have the double Merchant Army to face down, but I do have Hailstorm. And then the second grab is either Imitator or a Sodi Spellshaper, but then he has Primal Lynching, so I just know he has both. So if I kill one of them, the other one is just going to get Spellshapered, so there's no point in me torching right away. So I should just Hailstorm, and then next turn I can Hailstorm plus Torch to kill the one that's Shapered up. And that's why I don't torch one of them here. Oh, and I also hold up Defiance to just kill the Shapered one. But if he didn't play the Shaper, then I could have just Hailstorm and killed both of them and saved my Torch. And there's a Wump and Mizo, which plays perfectly into this Torch that I drew. I draw, and also I just have the Hailstorm. He's tapped out, so I just Hailstorm. But really, my draw just lined up perfectly here. I just kind of drew everything that I needed exactly when I needed it. Like, I drew the Honor when I needed to draw power, and then I drew the 5th power the next turn, and I drew the Hailstorm here. I had the Defiance for the Spell Shaper. Really, just everything coming up aces, as they say. But here's an AP draw, which is sort of scary, except he taps out, so I know that he doesn't have pause for reflection. So I can just Ice Bolt it free. And that means that I am almost certainly going to be able to resurface for Honor of Claws. And even if that honor gets dazzled, I'm going to have another garden to fetch another one after I get a Tamarisk. There's no way that he's going to be able to force something through this wall of removal. Like Torch, Vank, and Knife covers literally everything he could have, including Conjurer plus 2 spells. Conjurer plus 0 spells is certainly much easier to counter. There's some thought to getting Channel the Tempest here, just because I don't have any, but because I don't have any bait spell for a Dazzle, it's safer to just get Honor. Now here again I'm thinking, oh, because of Dazzle, I lost my last game to get my Honors countered, I could just get Wisdom, and then once I get the Tamarisk next turn, I can't get Dazzled. And while that is cute, I think I should just get Honor, because I have to wait 2 turns now before I can play it. Because I'm not going to get the Tamarisk next turn. Like, next turn is just going to be the meltdown on the agenda. So I think I should have just gotten Honor anyways. I have another garden, so I'm not really worried about running out of gas, but getting Wisdom is fine. Here I'm like, that's a lot of Cylixes. Oh, in fact, it is all 4 Cylixes. Yeah, see, I just Wisdom anyways. Like, I obviously should have gotten Honor. But yeah, just drawing tons and tons of cards. Got a lot of Cylixes. Snowball is definitely worth using to get in 5 damage. And then I've got extra fodder. Like, if I draw Honor or Merchant, I'm just going to put away this Hooru Vow. So I'm just throwing down the Hurler and getting my beats in. You do have to kill him eventually. Another Honor. It's looking good. And having all your card draw be so cheap is so good. And there's the Dazzle. Sure thing. And I can just resurface for Channel here. I have lethal next turn. I probably end up getting a 1-cost Wisdom, but I think it should have just been Channel. Like, he obviously didn't have Dazzle before, and he just Dazzled one here. I think it should have been Channel. Accelerated Evo to put the draw into Vanquish range. It's to kill the Knife, but like it also pushes in Vanquish range, which is just a funny side effect. If I got in Channel here, I would have just had lethal. I'm kind of sad I didn't get time to play this Pensive Lumen. Because what ends up happening is I just have lethal with a Savage Incursion. Oh no, this is the game where I just have lethal Knife plus Torch. I thought this is the one where I drew a Merchant and Savage Incursion plus Torch, but nah, we just torch them out. And with that, it's a clean 3-0 and into the top 8 on Sunday.